Hey everyone, Tankenstein here, and in this video I've got your gameplay of the Ersatz M10. This is a rank 3 battle rating 5.7 M10, cough cough, in the German Ground Forces tech tree. And this vehicle actually has a really interesting history behind it, outside of the fact that it is uber rare, like exceedingly rare in War Thunder at this point. You can't even buy it on the marketplace, and even when it was on the marketplace, I mean, you're talking sometimes $500 or $1,000+ for it. But regardless, this vehicle was basically created during the Battle of the Bulge by a commando in the German Wehrmacht, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe he was SS, but his name was Otto Skorzeny. If you want, look this guy up. He looks like the prototypical bad guy, like the villain. He had a scar on his face and everything. He looked exactly like you would imagine an old-timey bad guy would look. Anywho, this is a Panther G, and they basically suited it up to look like an M10, and their plan was to put this behind enemy lines and cause a lot of havoc and kill a lot of people. And there were a few of these that were made. So it's a very interesting piece of history, and a few of them, if I'm not mistaken, did get behind enemy lines, but I'm not really sure if they did all too much, because this does not really look all too much like an M10. It is absolutely gigantic compared to an M10. But otherwise, I mean, it's pretty much the same as a Panther G. It does weigh 0.4 tons more, but that is due to the additional weight, it looks like, of the things that were trying to make this actually look like an M10. So the steel plates and all that, which theoretically give this a little bit better armor, and technically speaking, gives it spaced armor, but again, 3.5 millimeters of steel. I mean, that's pretty much nothing. So that said, let's get into a few matches, seriously what we could do, have a good time, and trick some allies. Let's get into it. As with so many other things in War Thunder, I mean, I'll just tell you guys this flat out. I would not be able to do this, be able to use this tank without you guys. Seriously, 100% without you. This test drive that I have of the Ersatz M10 is impossible. Oh, God. Whoa. But yeah, like I said, I mean, without you guys, I wouldn't be able to actually do this. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, I mean, you guys gave me the opportunity to use an M10 just roaming through the French countryside like any other M10 player would do, and I certainly appreciate that, like, genuinely, you know. I used to say it a lot more, but the feeling has not gone away. Every single subscription, every single like, comment, everything. Regardless of if it's a nice comment or anything. It all means, it all means the world to me. Saw an enemy there. I do not think that he saw me. Oh, wow, we are both just stuck here. But I think I've got the advantage. Yes, I do. Third M18, man. These guys have a thing for M18s. Do we? Yes, we do. We had... Oh, that's not a jumbo. That's just a regular Sherman. So I'm actually not doing all too poorly. Got 4 kills, 1 assist. Or not 1 assist, but 1 death. Not terrible. I kind of wish I was doing a bit better here, especially when it comes to gameplay video. But, you know what? I will accept this for now. Not too bad. So it looks like we got ourselves a baddie over here. You guys ever see that, show? I'm not really sure what the show is called, but like there's this one really famous skit on that they put on YouTube, and the guy, like, they're Germans, and they have like the skull and crossbones and all that, and they slowly come to the realization, they're like, wait, are we the baddies? Nah. Anywho, so ooh, T-25, now that would be a threat to me. Ooh, we have a vehicle over there. Hopefully I can get above this hill. I'll try to shoot him on the go if I have to. Okay, got the engine. Hopefully it's not a 76. No, it wasn't. It's not bad. I got myself an assist here. It looks like we are pushing up on the enemy. And no, we're not spawn camping. This is spawn pushing. Literally everything that we've done thus far has led us to this. We are simply just getting up to where the enemy is. Ooh, okay. Use my LMG to get a few kills, or a few crits there. But that is something that a lot of people really have to understand in War Thunder, is that once you've pushed against the team far enough, and there's nowhere else to go, It's called spawn pushing. Like, if I was just to sit over there, for example, at the very beginning of the match and just start killing people, that's spawn camping. Spawn pushing is when the enemy team has given up, like this team, or they just suck real bad. And that's just how it is. Anyways, let's get into the next match, see what we can do, but not too bad. 5 kills, 2 assists, and a real fun time. Let's do it. So, during Operation Greif, which is when this was deployed, it was, again, the deception campaign undertaken by Nazi Germany and spearheaded by Otto Skorzeny to try to trick the Allies into kind of letting them behind lines and whatever else, and kind of ruining their day that way. Now, during that operation, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if this is anecdotal or if this has been proven, but Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery was actually detained. I could have sworn I just saw somebody. Was actually detained by American forces. Oh, yes, I did. Ooh, did some damage, though. Why is it always M18s? Why is it always M18s? What's the deal with airline food? But, so he was detained by Allied forces. So basically, they had a system, as shoddy as it was, where the Allied forces, Americans, would basically have people name things like about baseball and maybe football. I'm not really entirely sure, but baseball and other things that might be considered part of American culture. And if you could not name those things, then you were immediately suspicious and occasionally locked up. And that's what happened with Bernard Montgomery. So pretty interesting thing there, because I mean the Allies obviously were a bit, I don't want to use the word paranoid, because paranoia is obviously an extremely serious thing to have to go through, but for lack of a better way of saying it, they were a bit paranoid. And they even locked up one of the top-ranking Allied commanders, at least temporarily, in order to quell some of their fears. And can you imagine, just for a second, being that guy, or the group, the squad perhaps, I'm not really sure exactly who or how many people did it, but can you imagine for a second being that guy, having locked up Bernard Montgomery for what you think is some sort of espionage or some sort of deception campaign? Got the kill. Got another kill, hopefully over here. I see him. Okay, I might be able to shoot him over this crack. Got the hit. Not bad. Got my fast reload, 7.5-ish seconds. Hopefully this guy comes out. I don't think he's going to see me. Nope. Didn't do much. Okay, he only hit the transmission. That's not too bad. Got the cannon barrel. That's what I'm talking about. At least saved myself temporarily. Got the kill. So tell me if I'm wrong here. I'm interested to see people's opinions. Ooh, that's a far-off vehicle. Let's see. Can I hit him? One hit. Oh, I got so close. At least I kind of know where he is, though. Ooh, that was a bit high. Ooh, no it wasn't. No it wasn't. Not bad. He's gonna hopefully miss. Let's try one more. Okay, I missed. But, so I've been thinking a bit when it comes to this game. And I've been thinking about... Okay, we have an M51 there. Gosh darn it. I'm like a quarter-inch away from hitting these fools. See if I can hit them. Got the commander and the gunner. Very, very nice. And he is on fire. Not sure if I set him on fire, but that'd be cool. Got the kill. Very cool. So we have ourselves, it looks like a T-34 of some kind. He's doing some range finding. But thankfully, I don't really necessarily need to do that. We have another tank there. I'm going to start backing up here because I do not feel like being hit. And this thing, if you guys don't know, has terrible reverse speed. It's like 2 point something, but it shows up as 3. I think it rounds up. But anyways, so I've been thinking a bit. And when it comes to the rarest lineup in War Thunder, you know, there kind of are a few options one could give, and I would say, just put quickly, insofar as the rarest lineup is concerned, of vehicles that make sense together in a lineup, would be the Ersatz M10, the VK4501P, and the Sonderkraftfahrzeuge, the SDKFZ 234/4. And I think that would make a lot of sense. Because, of course, they're very close in BR. One could very easily up-tier the SDKFC. You know, it's been done before. It's a scout tank. It's got a good cannon. It's not the greatest tank in the world, greatest vehicle in the world, but very, very effective, and it can still throw down with the best of them, even at 5.7 BR. Now, what I would also say is booyah, but I'm about to get hit. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can hit him without a movable tank drive. And I did! I got the kill! Ha ha ha! I hate M18s in this thing. M18s are everywhere. But what I was going to say is the VK4501P, the Ersatz M10, and the Sonderkraftfahrzeuge 234/4. Now, one could make an argument, and I'm not going to, but one could make an argument, throw the E100 in there because the Panther, the Ersatz M10, the Porsche Tiger, and the VK234/4, or not the VK, but the Sonderkraftfahrzeuge 234/4 could all function in a very limited way, but still function at 8.0 BR, 7.7 BR. Now that's possible. And then if you were to do that, obviously we would have to include... Ooh, that was ugly. But we would definitely have to include, for good measure, the ME262 A1A, I think it is. Maybe it's the A2A that has the droppable bombs. The one with the first droppable bombs insofar as ME262s are concerned. Before the Yabo ever got into the game, that is an ultra rare vehicle. Even still, it's very, very good. And it's got the two 30mm cannons, so it even has a lower VR. So I think those 5 vehicles would make probably about the rarest lineup in War Thunder. And if you go by marketplace estimates, I'd probably say, I mean, just based on the marketplace, again, I mean, marketplace is BS because, I mean, people just pull these valuations out of their hiney, so to speak. But if you go by marketplace valuation, based on, at least when I most recently saw a lot of these vehicles on the marketplace, you're talking upwards of probably around $4,000 or $5,000. I've seen the VK4501P at one point going for a few hundred. I've seen the Ersatz M10 going for probably around 1,000, I think. I've seen the Sonderkraftfahrzeuge going for like 1,500, and the E100 going for around $2,000. So it'd be a very expensive thing. Gosh, I hate these things. So it'd be a very expensive lineup, and definitely not worth it. But if you're looking for rarity, and you already have everything in the world, like you don't need to put a down payment on a car or a house, and you are just a very wealthy person, then technically speaking, you could probably have about the rarest lineup in War Thunder that makes any level of sense. And that would make you arguably cool, but that's very arguable, of course. Am I gonna die? Almost! Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay, now I'm gonna die. So that said, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Please, of course, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comments below. I am always interested for your opinions. But either way, thanks again, guys. And I hope the commentary was good because the gameplay was eh. Either way, thanks again. I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.